music when the Action Adventure Circus Super Geek League will be talking everything geek. Find out why they are the most unique performance group in the Pacific Northwest. Also on the show co-hosting will be myself, character voice actor and vocal impersonator Ty the Voice Guy. All this and more April 13th, starting at 8 p.m. on Let's Talk About the Music.
Well, that was some boring music.
Spike?
Come on, where's the Justin Bieber? Where's the Katy Perry? Where's the Fallout Boy?
Noddle, you have witch powers. Turn him into a chipmunk and feed him to the owl outside.
I will do no such thing. We're here to talk about our website.
HomeCanineNeutering.com?
What?
No! InvaderPet.com, where people can check out our comic strips or locate bookstores selling bookmarks with our comics on them. So, listeners, want to see comics of me, Noddle the Witch, my pets Kaylee Cat and Spike Beagle? Go to InvaderPet.com and check us out.
Seriously, though, you guys really have a canine neutering website?
Demi Hartley, Marble Hells. Again, I'm Shells, your host, and tonight we are doing a special tribute to a falling musician who passed away 2 years ago with EB. And tonight we are talking to her friends and family to get to know this wonderful musician that we lost. Now, before Chris brings in our next guest, I want you guys to know everyone in the chat room right now is either her mom, so hi to Sheila, her sisters, her ex-husband, friends and family is all in the chat room. But those that are listening and you do have questions about Evie and Jamie and how she does, or about her, put in the chat room, or I can take phone calls too. I can add you guys to the phone call here. The phone number you guys want to call, if you do want to call in, the number is 360-464-4216. But let me get to the next next guest, and then we can do that, all right? So, Chris, please introduce our next guest.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. I'm not sure if Taylor classifies as an ex-husband. I'm not sure if losing your wife
that's true. That's true. More like a widower, right?
No, that's fine. Taylor's probably giggling. If I know him very well, he's probably laughing at that. Our next guest is a childhood friend of Jamie's. She's going to provide us with some unique view of Jamie's life when she was young. Let's have a nice round of applause for Kimberly Dixon.
Hi, Kimberly.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, Cheryl.
So, do you want to be called Kimberly or Kim?
Most people just call me Kim. Either one works.
Okay, that works. Okay, so you have been. How old were you when you became friends with the Gibson family?
Actually, our families have been friends since we were born.
Really?
So really a long history there, yeah.
So you've known her since from birth into. So when did you notice that her skin was different than yours?
I first noticed when we were in Sunday school, and I wasn't quite old enough to go to primary with the other kids, but I always saw her and Ben playing during the sacrament or before or after, and it just brightened my heart, and I knew then that I wanted to get to know them. I mean, our families knew each other, but I didn't know them yet, not on a personal level.
And so, did you remember of any Jamie singing as a child at all?
Oh, yes. During, when I did finally get to go to primary, she was always so happy and she sang her heart out even then. Singing, I want to be a sunbeam and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of fun, and it made me want to join in that much more.
That's fantastic. So, tell us about a story that from her childhood to her adulthood. What are two famous stories you remember about her?
She was a huge, huge prankster. She loved pulling pranks and practical jokes on people. And coming from living on a military base, we had to make our own fun. We were pretty bored half the time. And so I went over to Jamie's house, and she says, "Hey, Kim, I got a game we can play." I said, "Okay." And she pulled out the phone book, and we started calling people that lived in Tooele. And we would just ask for people's name, whosever name was in the phone book. We'd ask to talk to that person. And I don't remember all of the conversations. It was so long ago, but it was a lot of fun. And we would just talk to them randomly, except the very last one, we had asked for the guy. It was a girl and guy's name in the phone book, and we asked for the guy. And the woman that answered got really upset. She asked who we were, what we were doing, why we were calling, and told us it wasn't the first time that he received calls from other women.
Oh, no.
And she got pretty mad. Yeah, she got pretty mad, and after we hung up the phone with her, we apologized and everything, and after we hung up the phone with her, we just sat there and looked at each other, and we felt horrible, because it wasn't supposed to go that way, but still, up to that point, it was a whole lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid. I used to prank call people, too. We'll just dial with our phone
right.
number, listen, then click, hang up.
Exactly.
So
it was a whole lot of fun. She was always fun.
What about her growing up as an adult? What was her like as a teenager?
Still, she was still full of life and energy all the time. No matter how much pain she was in or what she had to go through, she was always just full of life. And we would always find adventures to do or something to do. Another great time was, it was like, I don't know, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and we made up a game of a scavenger hunt. It was me, Jamie, and a couple of other people, I think 2 other people. And we made up this list of the stuff to find, and we would go knocking on people's doors on base, that early in the morning, and we would ask for stuff like Ovaltine or 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, all this crazy stuff. And there was one moment during that was really amazing. This guy, we went up, knocked on his door, and said, "We need a green button for our scavenger hunt." And he says, "A green button? I don't think I have one." And we're like, "Oh, that's okay. Sorry to bother you." And he says, "No, wait, right there." And he left for a couple minutes, came back, and he gave us a green button. He had taken it off of his uniform, his military uniform, to give to us.
No way.
And that was just really, really special, and we couldn't believe he did that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is neat.
Yeah.
So that was she was a teenager. So what about her being an adult?
As an adult, it's still the same amazing person. In fact, I think she even grew more as an adult. And I remember her always saying that she wanted me to follow her around and be her monkey, so I could open her jars and stuff like that for her. And it was just really, really cute. And I wish I could have, but at the time I was being selfish, and I'm like, no, I have to work. I have to work for my living, and I can't do that. And I wish I had.
Yeah.
But still, that's when amazing stuff happened. She started making her music, and she started creating me CDs, and I even got to go with her to some of her recording sessions, and it was just amazing. And I remember one time when I went with her, she was complaining that her throat hurt pretty badly, and she didn't know if she was going to be able to sing because her voice was really hoarse and everything like that. But she pulled it off.
Fantastic.
She went in there and she sang her best, and it was beautiful.
She sang like a really amazing.
And then
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I used to say to her, I don't, you can sing as well as anybody. I used to work at the Metropolitan Opera House, so I heard, on a daily basis, the greatest singers in the world. And I said, "Jamie, you're as good as the chorus, but I'm so sad you have EB, you'd never be able to do that schedule." And she would get so mad. She goes, "Shut up. I could totally do it."
Oh, yeah, totally. Absolutely. She was even a substitute teacher.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she always had a schedule. She always wanted to be busy. She did substitute teaching for a while, as long as she could. And then she even, started painting. I have 2 working hands with 10 perfectly good fingers, and I can't even come close to the stuff she painted. It is so beautiful.
Okay, someone else just joined us in the group, so if you're joining us, turn down the volume because it will echo through the whole thing. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to ask you the exact same question I asked Chris. What touched you the most with her? Besides her joking around, besides calling her, wanting you to follow her as a monkey, what touched you deeply more about her?
She broke a promise, which is very unlike Jamie. Once she made a promise, that was her word, and I'm very thankful that she did break this promise. I told her a very deep, dark secret, and she, prayed about it, and she told her mom about it, and it saved my life. I came from a very abusive biological father, and had Jamie kept her promise, who knows what could have happened or what would have happened to me. And so to this day, I look at it and I'm like, she was so strong in so many ways, and I need to be more like her in my daily life. The way I think, when I feel desperate, I need to turn to God like she did. I need to I draw from her every day, even though she's no longer with us physically. she gives me power every single day.
That's very awesome. She's a real powerful person.
Yeah.